Hello, my name is Ralph Martin and I am Brass Dragons Music. Welcome to my channel. Last week we talked about the major scale and the diatonic triads. Now we're going to talk more about that, but today I'm going to talk about how simple progression can be. And you'll see what I mean in a few minutes. But let's just quickly review, all right? Using just the C major scale, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, okay? C, D, E, F, G, A, B, C. Got it? Root, dominant, leading tone, etc., etc. Now, we build chords on top of that. The first chord, C major. Second chord is D minor. Third chord is E minor. These are all in root position, by the way. Fourth chord is an F major. G is a G major. A minor. B diminished, and back to C one more time. So there are a lot of songs that are, let's just say, strictly diatonic. Especially traditional folk songs tend to be more diatonic than anything. A lot of country songs, or at least the older ones, used to be mostly diatonic. They might stray a little bit outside, but when you get to blues, that's a whole different ball of wax, okay? It's diatonic within its framework, but that's a whole separate thing. We're not getting into that today, okay? What we are going to get into is one chord songs and two chord songs. Now, you can have a song that's mostly with one chord. Okay, let's stay in the key of C. Won't hurt us. So, with just one chord, I dig rock and roll music, get to really get it on in that scene. No, I'm not a vocalist. But you get the idea. It just groove it on that one chord. Now this is a major chord, okay? We can also groove on a minor chord. Chain, chain, chain. Chain, chain, chain. Aretha Franklin's chain. Chain, chain, chain. Chain of fools. That's all it is. That happens to be a C minor in Aretha Franklin's key. I was playing a D minor here. But it's strictly diatonic. Now, what happens with a lot of these one chord songs is that usually when they get to the chorus or the bridge, that's where they usually deviate. And then they'll come back to the verse or verse and chorus and just stay on the one. And just hang there, and hang there, okay? There's nothing wrong with that. The one thing you have to be careful of is that if you do a song with one chord, it's really got to happen. The groove has really got to happen, whether it's a bass line or a chord structure, something you're doing with the chords. Now I put another chord in there, it's just a passing chord, but so the song is still basically in D minor, key of C, but it's in D minor. Still one chord. All right, now so you can pick any chord you want, as long as it fits with what you're doing and the range you're doing it in and all of that good stuff. Okay? Now, if we go to 2 chords, well, let's start with this one. C major, D minor. I gaze through my window, I watch her as she passes by. Just my imagination by the Temptations. 1, 2 minor for most of the song. And then it finally goes to the 5 chord, basically, for the bridge. And then it comes back down to just my imagination once again running away with me. And on and on and on, right? Okay, so just 2 chords. A lot of times, a lot of, especially R&B songs, 1/4. I'm gonna wait till the midnight hour when there's no one else around. Wilson Pickett, Midnight Hour. Okay, so that's basically just 2 chords. 2 chords. Another one, now the chords to make this one sound better, if I just went, doesn't really sound like much. That's the 2 minor and the 5 chord of C. The 2 minor is a D minor, and the 5 chord is a G7, G. Now I can throw in the 7ths on top of that. Now the particular song that I'm going to do throws in a 9 on top of all of that good stuff. In the cool of the evening when everything is kind of groovy. Spooky. By a group that eventually became known as the Atlantic Rhythm Section, okay? But it's just a 2/5, 2 minor 7, 5/7, okay? So that's how simple, and there's a lot of songs that are built on, quote unquote, the 2/5 system, and that's perfectly okay. The 2/4 system, or even it sounds like it's, the way I'm playing it is 1/5, but eventually this sounds like 1/4 in a different key. So you got to be careful of using a 1/5. But sometimes chords can be as simple as 1, 4, 5, which leads back to 1. Okay, so that's a 3 chord system. You can play those 3 chords, and they are in so many different ways. It's unbelievable. 1, 4, 1, 5, 1. You can drag that out. One, 4, 1, 5. You can go 1, 5, 4, 5, 4, 1. Yeah. 1, 5, 4, 1. Whatever you want. You can mishmash those chords around any way you want. Okay? You can put suspended chords in there, what they call, sometimes putting the 9 chord without adding the 7th. Some people call that a suspended 2 or suspended 9, or just like a 1, 2, C2. Add the 2 up here. Okay, all kinds of, you can add a straight sus in there. C, G sus. Resolve it if you want, or not. There are a lot of songs that just go, but we were talking more about songs that, you know, just 1 chord, 2 chords, and then 3 chords. All right. Go 1, 2, 5, 1. And a song that's that built a lot like that, very similar to that, is Stevie Wonder's Sunshine of My Life. You are the sunshine of my life. And then he goes to a sus. That's why I'll always be around. So all he did is he went 1, 2, 5 sus, 5, 1. That's just the beginning 4 chords. So it just shows you can use those kind of things, all right? And there's a lot of, we can build on this just by using substitutions, even just diatonic substitutions, which I will talk about on my next video, okay? So we have 1 chord, we had 2 chords, and then we had 3 chord songs. All right. So we're going to expand on this more on my next video. If you like what you've heard so far, please subscribe and hit the notice button. In the description below, I'll list some books that I have on this. I have a whole bunch of theory books and how to read books, how to read music, that kind of thing. A whole free, these are all, you know, there's a free video course out there on music theory if you want to get into that. Like I said before, I'm not getting into the music theory side of this. I'm just giving you the nuts and bolts of these are chords that can work. But you just gotta find a way to make them work. Okay? You with me? So, this is Brass Dragons, Ralph Martin, signing off. I hope you all are well and blessed. And be good. Thank you.